Important alert. This woman called the police and reported you. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says it is emergency. Archangel Michael speaks with trembling power. Do not ignore this. Do not skip this because this message is very important for you and the time is critical. A great spiritual event has been unfolding in silence and heaven could not remain silent anymore. Important alert has been dispatched into your life because a woman with her heart covered in deception has taken your name and carried it into the hands of earthly authority. She called the police and she reported your name for something that you did not do, for something that was not yours to carry. For something born out of her envy, her fear, her jealousy, and her twisted will to bring you down. Heaven is in uproar over this accusation. For the angel saw it, Michael saw it. And he raised his sword high before the throne of God, saying, Father, if this is not revealed now, your child will walk into a storm, without knowing what hand sent it. So now this message is open before you like a sealed scroll that only you can read because it was written for you, sealed with your destiny and marked by divine urgency. Do not take this lightly. Do not dismiss these words as mere imagination because the one who reported your name is smiling outwardly but carrying a dagger inwardly. She wrapped her words in sweet-sounding lies. But those lies reached the ears of officials. She wanted them to believe, to see you, as guilty, to corner you into a trap, and to take away your peace. Yet heaven says, before her lie could turn into a chain for your feet, God tore open the veil. And Archangel Michael was commanded to step forward with this message. Michael is trembling because he knows how fragile this moment is. He knows that if you ignore it, if you brush it away, the danger will seem to grow louder because lies have a way of echoing louder than the truth when no one speaks against them. But heaven has spoken and heaven's voice is louder than her report. You must understand that there is a war happening. Not just in earthly rooms where her words were carried, but in the unseen realm where demons and angels are clashing over your destiny. The woman who called against you did not act alone. She was influenced, whispered to, tempted by dark forces that do not want you to rise, do not want your name to be honored, do not want your inheritance to reach you. They fear your light. They fear your promise. And so they pushed her into this action. God says, my child, do not fear what has been spoken against you. For though her voice reached men, it cannot outrun the voice of God. What she spoke was accusation, but what God speaks is justification. What she spoke was deception, but what God speaks is truth. And truth always prevails. But you must not skip this because if you pretend this is nothing then the lies will gain more ground in silence. God says I am giving you insight now before it is too late. Heaven wants you to prepare. Heaven wants you to see. Heaven wants you to rise with faith and prayer. Because this storm is not meant to drown you. It is meant to expose her. She called the police in the night, trembling as she dialed, whispering your name as though she were innocent. But in her heart, she knew what she was doing. She wanted someone to knock on your door. She wanted your peace to collapse. She wanted others to question you, to doubt you, to pull away from you. But what she did not know is that every word she uttered was recorded not just by human systems but by the scrolls of heaven. Angels wrote it down not to condemn you but to stand as witness against your falsehood. Michael saw it. He says, "Do not ignore me." I pleaded before the throne for this message to reach you. I told God that if you do not hear, you will walk into danger blind. But if you hear, you will walk into the storm with heaven's shield over you, and nothing will touch you. My child, this is urgent. The woman may look familiar. She may smile at you. She may act as though she has done nothing. But heaven is stripping away her mask. Right now, you have felt uneasy around her. You have felt moments where her energy was heavy, where her words felt twisted. That was your spirit sensing what your eyes could not fully see. And now heaven confirms it. She is the one. She carried your name into lies. She wrapped it in her false story. She thought she was clever. She thought no one would know. But God knows. God says, "Do not fear the police, for they are also under my authority. They may have heard her report, but they will not prevail against my truth. If they approach you, I will give you the words to speak. If they question you, my light will shine from your eyes, and they will see innocence. Fear not, because I will go before you into every conversation, every moment. What the enemy meant to use as chains will become evidence of your strength. What she meant for evil will be turned into her exposure. This message is long because the weight of heaven is long upon it. The angels are crying out. Tell them. Tell them. Let them know it is not their fault. Let them know they are protected. Let them know the accusation will backfire. Michael is standing near you now. He is not far. He is pressing against the veil, his wings trembling with the urgency to shield you. He does not want you to skip this. He has cried before because you often doubted his warnings. But now he begs you, believe him. This time the urgency is sharper. The danger is real. But so is the deliverance. My child, listen carefully. The woman who did this has a history of envy. She has always compared herself with you. She looks at what you have and she feels small. She sees your light and it blinds her. She sees your blessings and it burns her. She wanted to steal what you have, but she could not, so she decided to smear your name instead. But in doing so, she has written her own downfall. Because heaven says this is the last time her lies will be tolerated. This time her voice will echo back against her and she will be caught in her own trap. This is why the message is urgent. If you rise in prayer, if you align with faith, if you declare innocence boldly, then heaven will accelerate the exposure. You will see with your own eyes the unraveling of her deceit. But if you ignore it, if you skip it, then her lies may stretch longer, causing more confusion. Heaven does not want you to live in confusion. Heaven wants you to live in clarity. That is why you are being told now. Michael says, I stand with my sword, ready. I will cut away the webs of her lies. I will silence the demons whispering through her. I will guard your name in the Spirit. Do not underestimate this moment. It is not coincidence you are reading these words right now. It is timed by God. It is heaven's interception. And now God says, remember, I am the one who justifies you. I am the one who raises you up. Men may accuse, women may conspire, systems may falter, but I remain steady. I see you. I know your heart. I know the truth. No report can undo what I have spoken over you. No police file can cancel my covenant with you. No human lie can erase your divine promise. So fear not. But also be wise. Watch closely. Pay attention to who suddenly acts nervous around you. Who avoids your gaze? Who tries to pretend everything is fine but cannot hold steady eyes? That is the one. She cannot hide forever. Her spirit trembles already because heaven has exposed her. She may think she is safe because she used earthly systems, but she forgot about the heavenly system that records everything. Do not skip this message. Do not walk away from it. The urgency is real. Archangel Michael's voice is still echoing. Important alert. This woman reported your name, but heaven will report hers. This woman accused you falsely, but heaven will accuse her rightly. She called the police. But heaven has already called justice. You are not alone. Every angel is watching. Every whisper of prayer you lift now becomes fire against the lies. Your tears are counted. Your sighs are collected. Your faith is recorded. Heaven is not late. Heaven is not weak. Heaven is active right now. And so, my child, stand firm. Do not fear the knock at the door, for when it comes, it will not be against you. It will be the moment of exposure. Do not fear the words spoken against you, for they will dissolve like smoke. Do not fear the storm, for you are carried above it. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. This is the message sealed in urgency. poured out in length because heaven wants no doubt left in you. This is for you and you alone. Do not share it lightly. Do not dismiss it. Do not forget it. Michael says one last time, do not ignore me. Do not skip me. This is very important for you. I will fight for you. I will protect you. I will expose her, but you must believe. And God says, I am with you always. I will not leave you. I will not forsake you. You are mine and no lie can change that. God says, this is an emergency, my beloved child. Archangel Michael is standing before you with his sword of light raised high and his voice is crying out with urgency, don't ignore this. Don't skip this. This is very important. It is only for you. The heavens are shaking as this message flows to you. The truth is pressing against the veil, demanding to be revealed because something was done in secret and now the light is about to expose it. There is a woman. Her lips trembled as she made a move that has placed your name on the edge of fire. She called the police and reported your name, accusing you falsely, planting you in a trap you never set for yourself. Her voice carried lies. Her report was poisoned with envy, jealousy, and hidden agendas. This alert has reached heaven and Archangel Michi. This is the hour when secrets are no longer allowed to stay buried. This is the moment when truth demands your attention. Heaven has ordered that you be warned right now because what is about to happen involves your name, your life, your freedom. A top government official has been secretly briefed about you. Not because you did anything wrong, but because someone made sure your name ended up in the wrong hands. This is bigger than gossip. This is deeper than rumors. This is a spiritual setup that is about to spill into the physical world. God says this is not the time to stay silent. This is not the time to act like everything is okay. I am trying to get your attention and I will not stop until you hear me. I've sent dreams, signs, warnings, delays. But now you are out of time. Something is coming. Something orchestrated. Someone made a false report. Someone planted your name into a system you don't even know exists. There is a file being opened about you that you never expected to exist. A file meant to manipulate truth, a file meant to twist your character. A file that paints you as a suspect when in fact you were the victim all along and the one who made sure your name was there. She is the same woman you once trusted. The same one who pretended to care. She smiled to your face. She offered support. But behind closed doors, she fed your life into the jaws of those who hate your light. She gave your name to the wrong people. She planted seeds of suspicion. She wanted to watch you fall. She wanted the glory of your name to be dragged. She made deals in silence. She wore your secrets like armor only to turn them into weapons. But now heaven is responding. Archangel Michael has been dispatched. The sword of truth has been unshaved. No more will lies be permitted to sit in silence. No more will the wicked prosper while the innocent are pushed to the edge. That is why a top government official is asking questions about you, because something about your name stirred their spirit. Something about the information they were given didn't feel right. That's the Holy Spirit intervening on your behalf. There are investigations happening in silence. There are meetings you know nothing about. And in those rooms, your name has come up. Your face has been seen. Your background has been scanned. But what they didn't expect was the supernatural presence hovering around your life. There's a glow they can't explain. There's protection they don't understand. And now they are being pulled into your story by divine design. Don't be afraid, you are not going to jail. You are not going to be punished. But you are being tested. God is showing you who this woman really is. The one who sold you out. The one who disguised herself as light. The one who knew your weak spots and aimed for them. She has been working with people who have authority. People who don't belong near your name, but they are about to see something they never expected. God is going to expose the truth in such a dramatic way that even they will fall to their knees in awe. There's a video, an email, a voice recording. Something tangible is about to come to light. Evidence that proves you are innocent. Evidence that shows how your name was used. Evidence that traces back to her. She thought she covered her tracks. She thought deleting texts would erase the crime, but heaven keeps records no one can erase. Every lie has a time stamp. Every betrayal has a witness. And now the divine courtroom has been opened. Michael says, this is not a drill. There is an alert being sounded in the heavens. There is a countdown you can't see. That's why this message feels so heavy. That's why your chest feels tight, your breath shallow, your spirit on edge. You're not paranoid. You're spiritually sensitive. You can feel the pressure building. You can feel the veil thinning. And now the moment has arrived. Someone is watching you closely right now, not to harm you, but to figure you out. They are trying to decide who you are, what your role is in this storm. They are being spiritually pulled into your presence. They feel conflicted because what they were told doesn't match the energy they feel around you. That's God. That's the angels. That's the light of truth refusing to be buried. But God says, now I must show you who she really is. This woman has been standing between you and your next level for years. Her jealousy was silent but deadly. Her praise of you was always laced with poison. She didn't want you to grow. She didn't want you to thrive. She wanted you dependent, confused, distracted. And she knew the only way to truly stop you was to attach your name to chaos you never signed up for. She thought you wouldn't find out. She thought no one would believe you. But now even the government official assigned to your case is having dreams. God is visiting them in the night. God is stirring their conscience. God is placing your image in their mind until they are too uncomfortable to stay quiet. Michael is organizing a divine reversal. The very plan meant to trap you is about to expose her. The arrest she hoped would come for you is circling back to her door. The accusations will bounce back. The lies will be untangled. God says, I am stepping in. I am defending you and I will not allow your name to be dragged any longer. You don't owe her forgiveness right now. You owe yourself the truth. You owe your soul the freedom to finally see what your spirit already sensed. She was never for you. She clapped for your wins but quietly resented your rise. She pretended to help but she was collecting information. And when the time came, she used it. But heaven took notice. And now angels are rerouting everything. That's why the official wants to meet you. Not to harm you, but to hear from you, to see what's real, because they know something is off. You are not what they were told. You are not a threat. You are chosen. And that changes everything. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says, don't run. Don't hide, don't panic. I'm giving you peace that passes understanding. You may not know what to say when they call, but the Holy Spirit will speak for you. Don't fear exposure. You were born for truth. The light is your home. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No trap set for your downfall will succeed. No scheme birthed in jealousy will end your story. She made one mistake. She touched a child of God. She dared to interfere with divine destiny and now she must answer for it. God is not cruel. But God is just and the truth must rise. Archangel Michael is hovering now. Sword drawn, wings extended. His presence is thick in your atmosphere. That's why you've been feeling spiritual pressure. It's protection, not punishment. God surrounded you before the attack even started. You didn't know how close you were to destruction, but heaven did. That's why the exposure had to happen now. Finally, God is exposing this woman. Not to humiliate her, but to deliver you. Not to shame her, but to break the chains around your name. What she did was deep, but God's mercy runs deeper. What she planned was dark, but your light cannot be dimmed. You are not a criminal. You are not in danger. You are in transition. From being questioned to being elevated. From suspicion to clarity. From the shadow of accusation into the brilliance of vindication. The next 24 to 72 hours are crucial. Do not ignore strange messages. Do not dismiss conversations that seem too odd to be random. Pay attention to dreams. Pay attention to sudden urges to check certain platforms or emails. Divine clues are being released to guide you. And when you feel the pull to pray, do it immediately because heaven is synchronizing your path. You were almost destroyed by something you didn't cause. But God refused to let that happen. You were almost swallowed by a system that doesn't even know your heart. But the angels stood in the way. You were almost arrested for a crime you didn't commit. But now the one who started it all is being pulled into the spotlight. God is reversing it. Heaven is writing a new report. The false witness is trembling. The official is watching. Your name is shifting realms. Your reputation is being restored. Your spirit is being washed clean from the weight of this war. You will look back at this moment and weep. Not because of fear, but because of how close you came to the edge and didn't fall. Not because of who hurt you, but because of how powerfully you were protected. This is your rescue. This is your redemption. This is your divine alert. Archangel Michael says, don't ignore this. Don't click away. Don't treat this lightly. The warning has been sounded. The alarm is divine. The clock is ticking. And now heaven has spoken. What happens next is in your hands. The 3 hours have passed and heaven is still watching to see what you do next. The trap that was laid for you has not vanished. But because you paused, because you allowed heaven to speak, something changed. The enemy is nervous now. She, the woman who wrapped her schemes in sweetness, is beginning to feel something slipping through her fingers. She thought you would fall in. She thought your trust would blind you. She thought her performance would fool you, but it didn't. Not fully. Your soul started shaking when you read the last word of the warning. Your spirit started trembling when you looked at her name afterward. Something inside you knew. And now the veil has started to lift. God says you were seconds away, one conversation, one visit, one agreement away from stepping into her web. But the angels intercepted. The divine order was activated. Archangel Michael stood behind you with fire in his voice and said, "No more distractions. This one belongs to heaven. And heaven agreed. The council of the righteous roared in victory because one more soul, you escaped the counterfeit light. But your freedom isn't just about escape. It's about awakening. Now begins the real unveiling. This message is no longer a warning, it is a revelation. Heaven is not just exposing a trap. You're being shown your spiritual rank. You're not just a survivor. You're a spiritual warrior. You are marked, protected, and called. And for the rest of your days, the enemy will fear what you just avoided. You were supposed to be silenced, bound, delayed. She was sent to disconnect you from your divine alignment. Her words were spells dressed as suggestions. Her gifts were doorways to compromise. Her energy was designed to mirror yours, so perfectly that you would mistake imitation for intimacy. But now her mask is falling one by one. The people she spoke with are starting to see her. The charm she used to bind others is fading. The spiritual veil she used to disguise her jealousy is thinning. Her words are being turned back upon her, and the things she whispered about you in the dark are becoming her own mirrors. God is flipping the script. The trap she said is being restructured. It will not hold you, but it will hold her. Because heaven's law is just, and when a person continuously tries to entangle a child of God, when she refuses to stop, when she manipulates and deceives with calculated intention, God intervenes with finality. You may feel strange emotions. Now relief, but also grief, clarity, but also sorrow. That's normal because part of you wanted her to be real. You wanted to believe in her light. You hoped she was genuine. You gave her access, time, trust. And now you see that it wasn't mutual. She didn't love your soul. She loved your favor. She didn't care for your pain. She just wanted a seat at your table. She didn't want to grow with you. She wanted to grow from you. And now that you've stepped back, she's scrambling. But she will not recover what was never hers to touch. God says, I am healing you from the residue. I am cleansing your memory. I am rewiring your discernment so that no one ever wears her mask again and fools you with it. This exposure is not the end. It is the unlocking of purpose, of strength, of inheritance. You had to see this. Not just for this woman, but for every spirit that ever used a friendly face to hide a knife. That cycle ends now. You are spiritually upgraded, and what used to feel like confusion will now sound like sirens. You will no longer hesitate when something is off. You will no longer delay when your spirit stirs. You have crossed into new awareness. Now watch how your life begins to shift. Conversations you thought were innocent will come back to mind. You will see things she said and realize, the manipulation hidden inside them. You will hear from people who were once blind to her ways and now say something's not right with her. You will feel energy returning to your body. Energy that her presence quietly drained. Your sleep will deepen. Your ideas will return. Your joy will begin flowing again because the spiritual parasite is gone. And God says that is why I sent this message, not just to warn you but to free you. This freedom has a cost. You must now decide what kind of access she has going forward. Will you confront her? Will you block her? Will you allow her to linger in the outer spaces of your life, hoping she'll change? Or will you listen to the full weight of heaven and release her? Heaven has already made its choice. Heaven is already shifting your atmosphere. But your agreement matters. The angels won't override your will. They won't drag you out if you decide to turn back. That's why this moment is still sacred. Because even after the 3 hours passed, you are being given grace, one more choice, one more opening. One more gate. Choose wisely. The next season of your life depends on this decision. Not because she's powerful, but because your energy is. Your focus is fuel. Your attention is sacred. Your loyalty creates legacy. And if you tie those things to the wrong people, the wrong paths, and the wrong spirits, you lose years. You lose time. You lose moments you can't get back. God is not telling you this to punish her. He's telling you this to protect you, because you are stepping into a season of alignment so divine, so prophetic, so surreal, He will not allow it to be contaminated. You're about to meet people who match your light, not mirror it. Match it. They won't imitate you, they'll ignite you. They won't compete with your calling. They'll celebrate it. They won't pretend to support your growth while secretly fearing it. They will hold you up while heaven expands you. And you could miss them if you stay tangled in the energy of someone who was never meant to walk that future with you. There is favor ahead, but favor has a frequency. And the woman God just exposed was keeping your frequency locked in survival mode. You couldn't rise in her presence. You couldn't hear clearly. You couldn't see fully. Her energy was like fog. Her words like spiritual static. But the fog is lifting. The static is silenced. And now in the quiet, you can finally hear what heaven has been saying all along. You were never alone. You were never forgotten, you were always protected. And now you are free. What happens now is no longer about her. She has been revealed. Heaven has made its move. Now you move. Don't let old ties guilt you back into spiritual cages. Don't let the illusion of love pull you back into betrayal. Don't fall for her. I miss you when you know it was never real. This is not cruelty. This is clarity. This is not bitterness. This is boundaries. This is not revenge. This is release. You are rising. So rise without apology, rise without hesitation. Rise and let the light of truth guide you. The trap is no longer yours. The woman is no longer hidden. The clock is no longer ticking. The choice is yours. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore this message. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine moment. Heaven has stopped everything just to speak to you right now. You were meant to see this. You were meant to hear this. A higher hand is moving and the situation that has been circling around your life like a silent storm is now being revealed. A top government official, yes, someone with unimaginable influence and unexpected connections is now asking about you. And it's not random. The reason is shocking, urgent, and dangerously tied to something you were never supposed to be blamed for. You are not in trouble in the eyes of God. But there are people who have painted your face into a picture you never posed for. There are signatures, lies, and whispers that have crept into places you cannot see. Things have been said about you behind closed doors. There are records, files, trails of twisted information connected to your name. But heaven is responding. God is not silent. This message is not a scare tactic. It's your spiritual lifeline. God says you need to understand that what is happening is part of something much bigger than you imagined. You think it's just chaos. You think it's just a misunderstanding. But in the spirit realm it is war. A war for your name, your legacy, your freedom, your future. The enemy is desperate. He knows you are on the edge of your divine assignment. He knows your breakthrough is near. That's why there's sudden surveillance. That's why your name is being discussed by people you've never even met. But listen to me now. I am your God and I do not slumber. What they planned for your downfall will be flipped into your divine elevation. Archangel Michael is standing tall with a mighty sword of fire. He has been dispatched personally to oversee this moment in your life. He is watching every movement in the spirit and physical realm. He has seen the forged papers. He has seen the digital trails. He has seen the setup. Yes, they tried to frame you. Yes, someone deliberately inserted your name into something that wasn't yours to carry. But heaven says enough. This is the moment of exposure. This is when their lies collapse. You must stay calm but alert. You must trust what you cannot see. You must believe that even when the world seems to spin out of control, my hand is steady. You are not facing this alone. My spirit is going before you into the office where your name was spoken. My angels are present even where cameras cannot record. That government official was led to you for a divine reason. They saw something. They heard something. They read something that doesn't match the real you. And now their spirit is unsettled. They want to meet you, not to hurt you, but because what they discovered is so unusual, they must see you with their own eyes. You are not supposed to be on any arrest list. But your name ended up there because of someone else's fear, jealousy, or manipulation. Someone saw your rising light and couldn't handle your destiny. They thought if they buried you in a false accusation, you would disappear. But they didn't realize who they were messing with. You are a child of the Most High God. You are covered in divine grace. You are not weak. You are not vulnerable in the eyes of heaven. You are marked with favor. Even now, heavenly hosts are rewriting what they tried to write against you. Archangel Michael has assigned angels of justice to hover over every report, every accusation, every file. Their lies are being exposed in the spirit before they can even take physical form. You must not panic. Fear is a liar. God says, "Be still and know that I am God." I will not allow this to go further than it needs to. I am turning this around. This official was not the enemy's plan. The enemy wanted someone corrupt. But I positioned someone in that seat of authority, who has a conscience, someone who prays in secret, someone who listens to their gut when something doesn't feel right. And that person has seen enough to know something is off. That person has been moved to request a meeting with you. Don't be afraid. I am already in that room. I will fill your mouth with wisdom when you speak. You won't need to defend yourself. My presence will do that for you. There is more at play here than you know. This meeting is not just about a warning. It's an unveiling. Something is going to be said that opens a new door in your life. The exposure of what was done against you is going to reveal people you thought were loyal, people you trusted. Even a relative or old friend may be connected to the setup. But I will shield your heart. I will cover you when the truth comes out. I will hold you when the betrayal is revealed. Because I love you too much to let you stay surrounded by people who could sell your name for comfort or power. You are being protected from what was meant to take you out. The reason you've been feeling anxiety lately, like you can't breathe fully, like something is moving around your life, is because it is. In the unseen, the angels have been battling over your name. Every time you felt a sudden heaviness, it was spiritual activity. But you survived it. You're still here. That's proof that you are stronger than the lies. The attempt to arrest your destiny has failed. This divine alert is not to create fear. It's to give you time to prepare spiritually. You must cover yourself in prayer. You must speak life over your name. You must cancel every demonic word spoken against you. You must wake up every day and declare, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." You must walk like someone who knows heaven is watching. Because we are God says, "I am going to show you who was behind this. I am going to bring a confession you never saw coming." Someone is going to break under pressure and admit what they did. Not out of guilt, but because heaven will not let them sleep until they speak. The dreams they're having, the chills they feel at night, the whispers they think are paranoia. It's all me, says the Lord. I am convicting them. I am pressing them because they touched my child without permission. They played with your name like it was theirs to manipulate, and I do not allow anyone to tamper with my anointed. You are safe. Even if the news feels big, even if it sounds like you're in danger, understand this. The story is changing. This isn't about your arrest. This is about your awakening. This isn't about your fall. This is about your rise. What they planned for evil is turning into the very platform that will carry your voice into rooms of power. Because of this exposure, people will want to know who you really are. You will have a voice. You will have favor. You will have clarity. Don't run. Don't hide. Walk into the conversation with the courage of heaven. Speak truth with love. Let me handle the rest. I am your lawyer. I am your defender. I am your proof. I will send dreams to the official if needed. I will cause sudden insights to fall upon them. They will feel something when they look into your eyes. A peace, a light, a conviction, and they will know the truth. You are not guilty. Archangel Michael says, don't delay in praying tonight. Pray like the wind is about to change direction, because it is. Open your Bible. Speak Psalm 91 out loud. Write down your dreams. Listen closely to your intuition. I am speaking through signs, through numbers, through small whispers. Don't ignore them. Every clue matters. Every word you hear from me is a piece of your protection. There is a short window of time. The official will reach out or send someone soon. The moment will come suddenly. Be prepared. Stay in peace. Stay ready. I have already gone ahead of you. When they see you, they will see light. When they hear you, they will hear peace. When they read about you again, they will sense divine contradiction. Nothing about the report matches the spirit they will see in you. This is where their doubt begins. And your deliverance follows. The setup has failed. The lies are cracking. The false reports are under review by my hand. And when I review, nothing remains hidden. They will confess. They will retract. They will fall silent and you will rise in glory. Trust me now more than ever. Speak only when led. Move only when I say. Do not tell everyone about this. Keep quiet in front of those who may smile in your face but secretly watch you fall. This is a sacred season. You are being hidden and revealed at the same time. Hidden from harm, revealed for elevation. No harm will come to you. No arrest will be allowed without my permission. Even if someone knocks on your door, you will be untouched because I have sealed your house with my name. I have anointed your head with oil. I have declared your freedom. And no earthly system can override what heaven has sealed. Archangel Michael says this message is not casual. It's urgent. If you ignore it, you may miss the divine preparation that could have spared you spiritual pain. But you have read it. You have received it. And now you are ready. Sleep tonight knowing heaven is watching. Wake tomorrow expecting a shift. Live this week knowing your name is being cleared in high places. You are protected. You are covered. You are not going down. You are going through and you are coming out in victory because heaven has spoken and what heaven decrees no one can cancel. God is with you. Trust Him. Pray to Him and let Him fight what you cannot see.